In Path of Exile 2, there are certain farms players may want to take advantage of. These farms will help with XP, items, gems, gold, gear, and so forth. Now we all know that at certain points said farms will become less effective due to your level and gear level being higher than what's in place that you are indeed farming. That's why today guys I bring you 5 of the best farms to use before that end game. How's it going guys? My name is DPJ and I'm the winner of my previous 300 points giveaway you can see on screen now. If this is you, hit me up on my Discord link down below. Now do you guys want to win 300 points? Well, it's as simple as this. Drop a like on this video, leave me a comment down below and make sure you are subbed. I'll pick a winner from the comment section and announce them in a few days, so good luck everybody. Okay, so within Path of Exile 2 you have to grind, and grind a lot. Whether you are at endgame, halfway there, or just starting the game, grinding is a major aspect to it. Now the way it works is you farm, gain that gear and XP, you become stronger, and then the enemies that you are facing, meaning the items that drop, become less efficient, and then you move on to the next one, the next level of enemy, so to speak. And it's for this reason guys I bring you the best farms you should be using from all 3 acts, from Act 1 to Act 3. Farms you should be taking advantage of to help your progression, whether you are stuck at a certain point and need to farm stuff to help your build, whether you need that early game farm, shards, orbs, gear, gems, I mean you name it guys, today should feature a farm for you within the first 3 acts. So if your progression is still within the first 3 acts, today will feature a farm for you. I also do want to point out that what you should be doing in regards to stuff you get from these farms, you'll get gold, gems, shards, items, etc, etc. You also get like a lot of weapons and gear too, but it's important to know what to do with said stuff. So you'll get a lot of gear like I said, but you straight up don't want to sell it for gold. I feel the items that you can disenchant, you should be disenchanting. The items that you can salvage with those sockets in, you should definitely be salvaging. And then guys, what you have left, what you don't need and you don't want to keep, then guys you obviously want to sell that for gold. But remember though, identify that gear for more gold, and you can do this for free with the hooded one. Okay, so let's start in Act 1. Now I know most players will be past this point, but I still feel I should include a couple of early game farms for new players and beginner players watching the video. Okay, so the first farm I recommend people taking advantage of takes place within Clearfell, where the monster level is at level 2, so real early game. Now within this area guys, there is a boss right near this waypoint. You simply run up to the boss, you take the boss out, you collect that loot, you run back down to that waypoint, create a new instance by clicking on Clearfell and basically creating that instance, and the boss will respawn. Collect that loot, run back down, rinse and repeat guys. It is a real early game spot for new players to get that useful gear. This area is also full of many mobs which you can also farm for early game XP too, but again XP and how it affects you is really down to your own level. If you're fighting enemies in and around your level, XP gains will be decent, but if you are over leveled and you come back here, there's no point here whatsoever guys in farming XP off these, as it drops massively. You want to farm XP from enemies in and around your level. But either or guys, it is still a great boss to come back to farm if you just want to salvage and sell said gear that you get. Okay, so another early game farm will see you getting tons of gold for no effort at all. All it does is consist of you running through a dungeon, so to speak, to a hidden room which is filled with that treasure. So within Act 1 you will come to this mausoleum right here, monster level 9, but that really doesn't matter because like I said, you can run past most of these enemies to this secret room. So within this mausoleum guys is a hidden room full of gold. So come to this mausoleum, work your way around the outsides of it, and you'll find this room right here. Within this room guys, there are twin coffins and a statue, and on one of the pillars there will be a switch. This room is always located next to a checkpoint too. Now if you pull this switch, it reveals a hidden room full of that gold. Enter it, collect all that gold, teleport back to the Clearfell encampment, use the waypoint to reset the instance of the mausoleum, go back, repeat this for as long as you like to earn decent amounts of gold. Again though, this is early game, so it's not very helpful for players past this point. Okay, so moving on, and in Act 2 there are 2 decent farms I want to speak about. So the first one is within the Lost City. Here guys, the monster level is a 22. But within here guys, within this Lost City is a boss in which you can farm and fight over and over. But at the same time, this place is densely packed with many enemies which will drop you all sorts of loot, and if they're in and around your level, you can farm these for great amounts of XP too. Now if you play Witch, the boss within here guys you can more or less exploit and have him spawn back instantly. So the boss is called the 9th Treasure of Kef. He's a beetle which walks a path and he's a super easy kill. Now like I said, if you're playing a Witch you can kill this boss, then you can consume his corpse. Then guys, just kill yourself, let other enemies kill you. You'll respawn at the checkpoint right near this boss and the boss will have respawned, and you can do this over and over and over again, getting tons of easy gear, gold and all sorts. Now if you are not playing Witch, you can still farm this area and this boss, but you'll need to use the nearby waypoint to reset the instance. It's a little longer than what it is on a Witch, but you can still do it guys. And if you're in and around a level 22, this is a great place to come for the XP. Now another amazing place within Act 2, which is densely packed seemingly with endless enemies which you can easily farm, is the Dreadnought. Again guys, this is a place within Act 2, but the monster level here are a 31. So if you're in and around this level, I highly recommend you come to this place if you want to gain that extra XP. Now the amount of enemies here are absolutely crazy, and the fact they can easily get trapped on these moving platforms makes it a lot easier for you guys to come here and farm. Now I use this place to farm plenty of gold, orbs, gems, gear for ages, to a point of me being a level 34 and still using it because it was that good. And the sheer amount of drops you get here is utterly crazy. Now the way I play this game is, and not everyone will be like me, I don't leave any loot on the floor. As soon as my inventory gets filled up, I teleport back to town, stash what I want to keep, salvage anything with sockets in, disenchant what I can disenchant, and sell the rest. And I do this for every piece of gear that drops. So me doing one run through this Dreadnought guys, I'm going back to town about 50 times. That's the amount of gear you get dropped from this place. It's utterly wild. But yes, if you are in and around a level 31, this is a great place to come for not only XP, gear, loot, gems, you name it guys. This is a great farm. Okay, so the last place that struck me as a great place to farm outside of the realm of maps is the Venom Crypts within Act 3. Now this is the place I found by mistake. I went into and noticed the crazy amount of enemies within here were off the charts. But at the same time guys, the amount of chests that are in here too is utterly wild. I've not seen anything like it. Now I was getting better loot to start with, but it did start to fall off the more I farmed this place, which I guess you can kind of expect. But for gold, gear, gems, orbs and XP for in and around that level, this place is utterly amazing. Now the enemy level within here is a level 35, so if you're in and around that level guys, that means great XP for you. Like I said, the amount of enemies within here guys, you're going to get a ton of loot, gold, all that good stuff. And yeah, it's by far the best farm so far I've seen in Act 3. But there we have it guys, 5 farms you can abuse before endgame. Guys, if you have any other recommendations, please let us know down below in the comments section. But there we have it guys, if you enjoyed the video, leaving a like really helps out. If you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe, and hopefully guys, I will see you on that next one.